I don't know why I'm still doing this, guys. I have no idea why I'm continuing doing this LP. Let's continue. Science races in my arms. Yo's curl on the floor. Yesterday, I could not imagine that the three of us would be a family. A new home, a new food, a new family, all granted me by Saya. She has selfishly led me from the brink of death to find my joy and happiness in despair. Hang on. Like, should there... What? I don't know why, but I do not hear anything. I'll keep going. I, too, have changed. I've killed 2 people with my own hands and been served by a mindless slave. Despite what I have done, I am still able to sleep peacefully. Without doubt, I am no longer the Sakisaka Fuminori I once was. How far will Saya take from me? There it is. What will I become? I felt somewhat unsure, though not discouraged about the unknown world which led me to our healing. And so, while playing with Saya's hair, I asked, I don't expect an answer. If Saya's asleep or doesn't want to respond, I won't mind. That's it, screwed. I'm using my mouse as a sensor. I'm tired of censoring this. Yeah, my mouse is now a sensor. I don't care. Oh, your CPU should Bandicam. No shit. Saya lifts her head, however, and draws my gaze into deep pools of her eyes. She thinks for a while, I was searching for the right answers. Then she replies. As I consider Saya's answer, she continues her story. Saya smiles softly and caresses my cheek. The loving touch of her slender fingers filled me with joy and peace. Oh, I don't care. This is still cute. I pour her into my chest, nodding silently. Okay, I know these guys are evil people who make people their sex slave, but come on, this is a really touching story. OTP for life. Oh, OTP for life. That should be a movie, OTP for life. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. So we have, then Yo's like, oh, guys, come on, just give us some peace and quiet while I be a monster. Basking in the soft warmth of our love for each other, we sink into the oblivion of sleep. He has been buried alive. His words of silence in the cold of the grave. Ever since his voice gave out and lost his strength to scream, no coherent thought has passed through Koji's mind. Wait, so he's still alive? I thought he was dead. What? The Adventures of Koji in the Well. Starring Koji and the Well. Koji's like, well, it's been day 6 and I'm still not dead. How am I not dead? I don't know. Koji kick! And he like kicks the well and the well erupts and he makes it out. Yeah. Perhaps this is his brain way of protecting himself from despair. Instead, he dreams. Images flash before his eyes, random, unconnected scenes from his 20 years of life. I know are of happy times. There are sad, painful memories as well. But even these are plentifully warm compared to the depth that is now encroaching upon him. He dreams of mountains. His older brother once took him hunting for insects when he was a child. They see their caught butterfly in a plastic bag, only to later find themselves holding a bag of dead butterflies. Okay, that's really depressing. He dreams of his lover. They met at a mixer, where he'd only been the one to realize that she couldn't hold her liquor. After she hadn't had too much to drink, he looked after her while she vomited in the back alley. They toasted each other with canned juice, and then he dreams that he is diving into a dark sea. When he reaches the bottom, he looks up to see the moon shine through the surface of the water. As he gazes up the circle of light, entranced by the rounds and brilliance, the distant rumbling of an engine reaches his ears. Something still conscious tells him that this dream is wrong. Have I gone diving at night before? Thoughts begin to connect his mind, forming a barrier to separate his dream from reality. What's bothering him? Of course, the sound. Beginning to noises gradually fade to low idling, then abruptly give way to silence, followed by the sound of a door closing, opening, and closing. This isn't a dream. These sounds are real. Understanding comes like a sudden blow. This isn't the bottom of a sea, and that circle isn't the moon. It's the mouth of the well. The sun's already risen. Someone is right outside with a car. The last piece finally falls into place and he becomes Tono Koji once more. His desperation blocks out the pain of his raw throat. He keeps screaming for all his might. Soon the echoes in the cramped well become deafening. He's no longer certain if this scream has any meaning or if he's just howling wordlessly. Nevertheless, he continues. He's only desired to be heard. Lest he died forgotten at the bottom of this well. Koji waits is not long, but even a minute feels like an eternity when you're hanging by the fingertips on the edge of despair. Soon, the circle of light above him practically eclipsed by a silhouette of a person staring down to the well. Is that the doctor? Wait, that's the doctor, right? It's a woman's voice. Koji has heard it somewhere before, but for some reason he cannot remember to whom it belongs. The silhouette vanishes, restoring the light to a perfect circle. Fear of being left alone also threatens to send Koji into a panic, but reason had recovered enough to resist. Said she's going to get me out. I haven't been abandoned. While watching, he gingerly tested his body, which he had forgotten all about until now. His joint aches and fingers and toes are numb, but even exhausted, he's still in one piece. After some time, silhouette reappeared at the top of the well. Koji lacks the confidence to attempt such a feat. His frozen fingers can barely move. No, don't jump down. You're gonna get stuck too, and we're both gonna be effed. After a brief pause, the owner of the voice tosses a knotted climbing rope into the well. He grabs the rope as soon as it reaches him. The rough shreds bite into his palm, and relief only overwhelms him at the sensation. This is really happening. He's really safe. Now that he's freed from despair, questioning to the forefront of his mind. First among them, who was his savior? The rope shakes as the woman climbs carefully down. The beam from the floodlight slung over her shoulder, pushing back the shadow cast by her body. Soon she is staying in the same mud as Koji, and he finds himself face to face with... Sensei! Yep, it is the badass doctor herself. I call her a badass because you'll see why she is. Yeah, she's rocking the doctor, the nurse thing. She got that leather on and all that. She's like, "What you do, man?" She looks pretty. She kind of looks like Mion from Higurashi with the hair. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, she'd have the bang kind of like it. Maybe she's Shion or Mion. Maybe. Koji cannot even imagine that Saber turned out to be Dr. Tamo Roko, neurosurgeon at the T University Medical Center. Of course, it took him a moment to recognize her. With a white gown and tight skirt, she's wearing a heavy leather coat, denim jeans, and boots with no heel. She was expected to hike through the mountains. Her light is a blocky all-purpose type, featuring side-mounted fluorescent runners in addition to the main floodlight. Survival gear are professional grade by the look of it. She pulls a flask out of her pocket and hands it to him. She walks around with a flask? Maybe Koji's just old-fashioned, but it doesn't seem appropriate for a young woman and a doctor at that. Nevertheless, he unscrews the cap and takes a swig and struggles to keep from coughing as the potent liquid sears his tongue.
なんですかこれ。
スピリタスウォッカ。着付け薬によし、消毒によし。浴びせてから火をつければ効くような相手にはかなり効く。
Are you part Russian? Oh my god, that was so racist. But seriously, Russians in their body? Look at her face. She's like, hell yeah, this is some serious. You see some serious vodka. Red. Oh, that was mean. I apologize to all the Russians who saw this and speak English. You guys are awesome. You guys are pretty cool. I mean, you guys suffered through communism. Well, I don't suffer through communism. What kind? Yeah, Stalin had the big killing everybody. He killed a shit ton of people. Yeah. What was it? Was before? Yeah, the dude. I will know your name. It's like you got the Dalek icon. You'll correct me and tell me like when it was like Stalin's reign of terror when he was so paranoid that people were gonna overthrow him that he would kill anybody really, and then have these mock trials. Yeah, I want to actually learn about Russian history. It's Peter the Great. Was it Peter the Great? It was the dude who has a fetish with teeth. He's like, I want to make Russia not slow anymore because Russia was always like the last to get crap. Russia is like the Internet Explorer of the world back in the day, of course. Now Russia's, well, we got FPS Russia. I think I've seen like a clip of his videos. He said he had a pig on fire and ate it. This guy. He means business. Her tone is straightforward and quite serious. Koji only gapped the doctor, the dark smile of her face doing little to ease her confusion. Also, is she the doctor? Maybe she's the doctor. Maybe she's like a new doctor from Doctor Who. Maybe she's a reincarnation of the female doctor. I don't know. I haven't seen that show. I just know Palm? Was it Pond? Something Pond. The chick. I think. Her and the doctor, she's like a female doctor, so I mean seriously, she seems like it so far. Well, just this scene, I don't know. Let's try to know what happens. Is this really Dr. Tanabo? There's no trace of a bookish, mild-mannered woman Koji met at the hospital. Her red now sets in a hard mask, and her eyes are sharp and wary. In the darkness at the bottom of the well, it is possible, however, like the change of her feature due to the ominous shadow cast by her lamp. It's not so easy, however, to explain the change in her demeanor.
先生はどうしてここに？
電話をよこしたのは君だろうが。行方不明者を探してる二人組が妙な留守電の後に揃いも揃って音信不通になったりしたら何かあったと思うのが普通だろ。
はあ。
Koji doesn't understand why she acts so quickly, but it's a different part of what she said to just seize his attention.
じゃあ、筑波陽にも連絡を？
したよ。君と一緒で繋がらない。正直なところ、私はてっきり君も死体になってるもんだと思ってたんだがね。
Why do you think they're dead? Well, is it because of Fuminori? Do you think he's that suspicious that he'd kill his friends? Wow, you're a very paranoid doctor. Yeah, she seems like a paranoid doctor. Paranoid the Doctor. I need to stop making Doctor Who references. I haven't even seen that show. Curry's like, what? That's right, he almost died in the hands of a man he thought was his best friend. Anger and frustration well up inside of him. He can't forgive Fuminori's betrayal, nor can he forgive himself for his foolishness. And now he has no idea if Scuba is safe. Fuminori tried to kill Koji. Could he do the same to her?
まあ落ち着け。ここで君がいくら殺気だって見たところで始まらん。
何かあったと思ったのなら警察には届けてくれたんですか？
警察だと？
She's like, what? Still engrossed in her examination of the wall, Ryoko laughed scornfully at the idea.
そうか。君はまだそういう形でケリがつけられるものだと思っているわけか。
どういう意味です？
Annoyed by her condescending attitude, Koji's about to demand an answer when she cuts him off with a gesture and shines a light at the corner of the well.
殿君、こいつに。
は？
In the light of the lamp, Koji sees some stones that are different shade than the rest of the wall. Must be what Ryoko was looking for.
気づきませんでした。ずっと真っ暗だったんで。
Ryoko gazes more slowly around the wall, finally coming to a rest on a gap between two of the stones. The hole was just wide enough for an adult to reach to an open hand.
君、いいところに落ちてくれたよ。ひょうたんから困ってやつか。
She wastes no time thrusting her hand into the opening. After she feels around for a few seconds, Koji hears the thunk of something solid coming together behind the wall.
先生、
Ryoko pulls her hand out and gives a different colored stone a gentle push. The rumble of weight shifting, the stone slides smoothly back into the wall.
こういう仕掛けか。やられたよ。前に来た時は気づきもしなかった。
Who's he? Do you mean, Ogai? Fuminori? Koji?
前にも来た。
Koji once answers Ryoko and Norse and peers to the opening. In a beam of her floodlight, Koji can see a concrete tunnel leading to the mountain.
私は先に進むが、殿君、君はここに残ることを勧める。
Her warning is simple and utterly devoid of warmth. Considering his options, Koji looked from the tunnel to the rope and back again. He's practically sweating now, thanks to the 190 proof vodka he just drank. Although feeling had turned to a feeling, he still doesn't have enough strength to climb. That said, the thought of being alone in the well again makes him shiver.
一緒に行きます。連れてってください。
まあ好きにしろ。
Burger King. Sorry, Burger King. Da-na, na-na-na. Have it your way. Ryoko steps into his tunnel without looking back, and Koji doesn't hesitate to follow.
前にお会いした時と随分雰囲気が違いますね。
ここは病院じゃない。君は患者じゃない。営業スマイルが必要か。
Ooh. Point 1 for Ryoko.
じゃあこっちが先生の字ですか。
さあ、どうだかな。どうだっていいことだろ。
Ryoko suddenly stops and stares at the floor. When Koji looks from her shoulder, he sees a dust-covered rope lying coiled up in the middle of the path.
何ですか。
あの井戸から降りてきたやつの小細工さ。
Ryoko picks up the rope, examines it, and hands to Koji.
長さは私が使ったロープのほぼ2倍。途中に結び目があって端は両方とも切断されてる。この両端がつながって輪になってたのさ。
え？
外のどこかにこの輪を引っ掛けて井戸の底まで伝って降りる。その後ナイフで輪を切って井戸の中に引っ張り込めば井戸の底に降りた痕跡は残らない。
Ryoko shines her light down the tunnel, revealing at the end the closed one door to the pond 10 meters ahead.
こうやってここに逃げ込んだやつは追っ手の目をくらませたのさ。キャラ。
先生、さっき前にも来たっていうのは。
ああ、君や咲坂君だけじゃない。私も以前鴎外を追ってこの別荘に来た。
What? Whoa. Why does she... Nope, that's the wrong button. Okay, press the space button. Why does she have a shotgun? As Ryoko speaks, she opens her coat and pulls out what she had hanging underneath it.
他に出口がないとしたら、奴はまだあの扉の向こう側にいるわけだ。
That's a sawed-off shotgun. She is gonna blow somebody's head off. At first, Cody thinks that she's holding a steel pipe. Maybe she'd be carrying a weapon. Cody looks closer and a pale when she realizes what it truly is. A gun. And not one of those sleek hangers that he's seen in the movies, but a double-barreled shotgun. Shotgun may have been sawed down for easier concealment and changed its order of brutal efficiency.
何ですかそれ。
ショットガン12番口径。私にはこいつを持ち歩く資格なんてないし、こんな風に改造するのも銃刀法違反だ。他に質問は？
そんなもの持ち出して一体どうするつもりです？
Ryoko looks over her shoulder and gives Koji her most chilling smile yet.
鴎外の正体を初めて知った時、私はただの善良な一般市民だった。交通違反すら無縁のね。
Can we just admit that she's like the most badass character in this whole freaking game? We'll just admit that. I mean, Fuminori is pretty cool. He had that moment with the Hachi pull Higurashi, but she's got a freaking shotgun. That always beats people. Shotgun always wins. Unless, you know, you got a sniper, then there's no sniper. That should be saying a sniper shotgun. The woman who Koji believed was just normal doctor waves her sawed-off shotgun maniacally as she continues, her tone sharp and bitter.
あの時にこいつがあったなら、私は多分オーガイをきっちり殺せていただろう。そうなってれば、もしかしたら君たちがこんな災難に巻き込まれることもなかったかもしれない。その点は申し訳ないと思ってるよ。
Cody listens in silence, helpless to do anything and watches understanding moves further and further out of his grasp.
だから、これから私がやることは一切合切。君とその友達が足を突っ込んでる泥沼のありさまを終わらせてやるための手続きだ。その辺をよく理解して余計な口は突っ込まないこと。いいね。
Yeah, if he asks the unnecessary questions, he's gonna bust a cap in his face. Cody can only nod weakly in response. With the light in her left hand and the shotgun in her right, Ryoko walks up to the door and takes a deep breath. Then she kicks the door open, putting her full weight behind the blow. With a disappearing feeble sound, the door breaks off the hinge and falls into the room. Dust billows like white smoke in the beam of Ryoko's light. The room is large, at least 35 meters square. Top floor is set with drainage gates, and there's no mistake the operating table seen in the middle of the room. Cabinets full of emmer wire and drugs. Drugs line one side of the space, and against the opposite wall stands a writing desk and bookshelves. Even Koji can recognize that much. Street objects cluttering the tables and shelves, however, are beyond comprehension. Mirrors delicately engraved with complex patterns, grotesque statues, and masks that may have been left by the race of savages, transpires woven in unnecessary and nauseating arrays of colors. A crystal boss the size of an infant's head. What is this stuff? What is this like? What is this like? It looks like a. Was that guy like examining something? Like, what was he doing? Anyone would fetch a hefty price at an antique store, if not for the one thing that had all in common. Every glass piece so woeful and foul that Cody feels sick just looking at it, as though each was designed for Soul's sinister purpose and immortalized its creature's hatred of the world. Railking books of sorts that found Ogai's home are piled here and there, and on one shelf are stacked some scroll that looks to be made of some kind of sheepskin or papyrus. Whatever it is, it's not paper. Finally, there are some indescribable chalk patterns of symbols filling every possible place on the walls. Even the two-sided blackboards are covered in strange, unreadable scribblings. Looking at them is making Koji dizzy.
見るんじゃない。いいか、ここから動くな。絶対に何かに触ったりするな。目を引くようなものがあっても、まずいと思ったらすぐに目をそらして自分の靴を見ろ。わかった。
I just realized there's a Jewish star. Jewish star! Go Jewish people. Ryoko switches her light for instance front and sets it on a nearby table when it can illuminate the whole room. She then holsters her shotgun only to pull out even more confusing set of tools, a digital camera and a can of spray paint. She gives the can of her left hand a good shake, pushes the camera and right hand on, and steps up the blackboard while looking at the camera side mounted screen. After recording one set of symbols, she covered a thick layer of paint, then moved it on to the next.
先生。
レッスン1。妙な図形やラテン語の文章とかは絶対に読むな。見つめるな。機械の目で記録しておいて、後で注意深く調べればいい。
Now that she mentioned it, Koji realized that she's only looking at the screen of her camera, even though only short glimpses never directed any of the drawings. I don't understand what she's saying, but it doesn't make any sense.
一体どういう。
ここまで深入りしたんなら工学のために黙って聞いておけ。あと水晶球とか鏡の類も危ない。下手に壊すとヤブヘビになったりするから、とりあえず布でもかぶせるかペンキを浴びせて封印しろ。
Despite the bursts of energy received from the vodka, Koji is still exhausted from his night in the well. The fever is affecting his body, making him dizzy and nauseous. Soon the walls are covered with black paint and stale air is thick with the smell of turpentine.
とりあえずこんなところか。
オーガイって人はどうなったんですか。
ああ、そこにいたよ。
Without stopping to damage the papers on the writing walls, Ryoko points nonchalantly to a Chinese-style screen standing in one corner of the room. He was there. Her clinical choice of tints makes her meaning instantly obvious. Yours to see for himself is irresistible. Koji staggers across the room to a screen, taking the utmost care not to look at the scaly octopus thing that is painted on it. Behind the screen is a large, easy chair. Although he's never met the man before, Koji is very certain that the person sitting in it is Ogai Mashito. Okay. Hey guys, we found Ogai. He's dead. Ogai's corpse must have shrunk significantly while drying in the sealed chamber. The body is barely the size of a child, with only the business suit hanging from the bones and infecting of Ogai's former structure. His empty eye sockets and wide open jaw are filled with darkness, same darkness that's around Koji at the bottom of the well. Compared to those gaping voids, tiny holes in Ogai's right temple is almost demeanor. Robert that he promptly used to kill himself is clenched in his dangling right hand. Looks like a child swing compared to Ryoko's shotgun. Ryoko must have noticed Ogai's corpse while she was spray painting the walls, and she kept working without batting an eyelash. Impressive, not exactly surprising after what he's been through. It's getting difficult to remember the last time he spoke to someone sane. But if it's not for her, Koji reminds himself with a bitter smirk. He would end up joining his muffled corpse here, and no one would ever found him. Koji's vision suddenly dims. He pushed himself too hard, and this glitching vodka can't help him anymore. He climbs to the floor and able to hang on to his slipping consciousness, and the last thing he sees are Ogai Mashito's gaping eye sockets staring at him. Okay guys, I'm in the episode off here. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more. Like the video if you enjoyed it. If you did not enjoy it, well, I am deeply sorry that you didn't like my video. But hey, there's always the next episode.